All right, hello and welcome everybody. J-Man here, back for some more Nightwish, continuing our journey through Buenos Aires 2018. So we've got Elan coming up here. So this is a song that we did hear from one of the other concerts, and I actually, my Swiss cheese brain um, actually worked for me, and I kind of remembered that this was like maybe one of their single releases. And somebody said that this was like the one of the singles released off of the first album of Floor. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Not sure, based on where you're living, how things are going with the whole COVID thing. It seems like we're kind of on the downside of the hill here in the U.S. Certain areas are starting to talk about letting people go back to work. My next door neighbor, she actually told me that she's got to go back to work this week. So to me, that's kind of a good sign. Hopefully we are everybody across the world. Hopefully we're starting to get on the downhill side of this thing and start to work towards getting back to normal. I know that I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to going out and enjoying a meal in a restaurant and going to a movie. And the name of that, I don't know if I was talking to Twitch. I think I was talking just to chat yesterday, like after the video, about our favorite restaurant. It's called the Castaway. If anybody was interested in looking up the Castaway on the internet, that's the restaurant that was my favorite restaurant here in LA that we love. But anyways, that's the way my Swiss cheese brain works. There'll be something that the Swiss cheese gets a hold of me and I can't remember it. And either 5, 10, 20 minutes or 2 hours later, I'll go, bang, there it was. There was that thing that I was trying to remember. It's like, okay, it's starting to get a little warm. We're at like 90, 91 degrees here in LA. So I'm going to flip the AC back on. But let's go ahead. Let's get into it. We've got Nightwish, Elan, Buenos Aires 2018. Let's get it. "11:5", Eric. Yikes. All right, I remember this tune. Yep. They're bouncing. Crowd's bouncing. I just, I don't know. Every time they put the camera on the crowd, it puts a smile on my face. It's like, that's just, yeah, Dutch Spike. I mean, it's like they they are just so in it. I mean, they're committed. They're bouncing. They're serenading the band. I mean, it's like, holy crap. I mean, and the other crowd, not saying that the crowds at the other concerts were not in it or anything like that. I'm in no way dissing the other concert goers from the other places, but this crowd in particular, man, they got so much energy. They're bouncing around, they're raising their hands, they're chanting and all of that stuff, man. They're just you can tell that they're happy to be here, and hell yeah, why not? But yeah, let's back it up just a smidge and get her going again. Ain't seen nothing yet, Jim White says. Yeah, so just a real quick pause. Somebody said that they love the backgrounds, and I do too. That was something I meant to mention on the last song, and I forgot because I didn't stop it. But the background almost looked a little bit three-dimensional on that last song. It looked really cool. But yeah, I don't know who does their set design, or if the band has a is a part of the discussion with what's playing behind them and stuff. But whoever does it, they are on the mark, man. Everything about the way they put on a concert is just fan freaking tastic.
Here comes a shooting star. We're gonna ride it! Riding hard and a shooting star come to life. Open wide, have a laugh, but the other don't. Come think deep, let the devil mind see. Double whip when he lands, that's a jig at the funeral. Taste the wine, raise the blind. They will guide you from the light. Riding us till the end of time. Ooh, come and surf the clouds, raise the dawn. It means from the roads undone. Meet me where the cliff meets the sea. Wow! Now that is epic singing. Thank you.
Thank you. Come. That was awesome. I had no idea that was coming. That was cool. Again, that's the other part about this band. I've seen some bands where the front man and even some of the other band members are really good at engaging the crowd and talking to them, getting them singing along and doing stuff like that. And I've seen other bands where the crowd could pretty much not be there. They're just the lead singer's up there maybe saying what's coming next and things like that, but they're really not engaging the crowd and have the back and forth. Nightwish is always so engaged with the crowd. I mean, all of the band members, it's like Floor's always enticing the crowd to sing along, and Marco's talking to the crowd, and Empu's over there making faces at him and stuff, and it just I love that. I love that they engage the crowd in their stuff. And there's a band that for me was really two bands that are in that stick in my mind for crowd engagement. One of them is Kiss. Paul Stanley is a master of crowd control. He loves telling little stories about the song, and he, talking to the audience. I remember him stopping one time. Oh, no, it wasn't actually Paul. This is where the other band I was thinking about was Nickelback. Nickelback gets a kind of a bad rap. I don't know why. I really love Nickelback. So yeah, if that makes you think less of me, well then, so be it. I don't know how much you guys in Europe have been exposed to Nickelback, but they're like a Canadian band, kind of more mainstream rock, but they've got some pretty heavy stuff. But Chad Kroger, he's really good. He hit that concert I saw with them. It was them and Breaking Benjamin opened. Who else opened for them? I forget who the other opener was, but Breaking Benjamin was the one right before Nickelback. Chad Kroger was awesome, dude. I mean, he was telling stories. There was one part where that it had a stage thing that came out kind of like they're at Wembley. Was it Wembley that had that stage jutting out, or was that Tampere? I think it was Wembley, wasn't it? Had the walkway going out into the crowd. Somebody on chat tell me. Tampere? Okay, Tampere then. But they had that kind of thing going on, and they did a little acoustic bit. But he came out and he noticed like a pretty young looking kid in the crowd, and they were getting ready to play "Sex Is the Answer," and he's like, hey kid, yeah, you're probably not gonna understand this, but ask your mom after the concert; she'll explain it to you." And just little cool things like that. He noticed the individuals in the crowd. It wasn't just a sea of people to him. He picked out individual people and, commented on their t-shirts that they were wearing and stuff like that. And to me, that makes a concert just that much better. Engaging with the crowd and making them feel a part of the whole experience. But all right, so that was a great performance of Elan. I love that song. I love the melody, the tune of it. I love that place in Floor's register that she's in for this song. It's a very cool sound. Definitely that more mainstream sort of sound from Nightwish, being a single release and stuff like that. But I love it. I think it's a great, great song, and they did it justice here for sure. So, all right, we'll go ahead and cut it here. Thanks for joining on YouTube. Be sure to leave your comments down below what you thought about this reaction. If you have comments, suggestions about other songs that you want me to react to, please find my video titled "Your Suggestions Here" and post your comments, post your suggestions in that video. Try to keep the suggestions out of the reaction video comments. Mostly for you, because I will read your comments, but it's easier, it's really hard for me to add those to a list or something for me. It's much easier if they're all in one place. I can go there and I can just add your suggestions to my list from that. So please try to put all of your suggestions for videos you want me to react to over there in your suggestions here. All right, so thanks for joining. Thanks YouTube. Thanks Twitch. For hanging out with me. We're going to be coming back with another song from the concert here in just a quick little bit. So everybody be good. Peace.